Welcome back. Advocates and lawmakers want to change how police pull over drivers in Connecticut.
They're pushing for a new bill that would prevent officers from stopping someone for certain offenses deemed secondary traffic violations.
Fox 61's political reporter Emma Wolfhorst joins us now in the studio with the debate. Emma.
Matt, Sarah, supporters say this measure would reduce what they call unnecessary traffic stops and interactions with police, which they say would build more trust between officers and the community. But those opposed argue this would take away important resources from law enforcement.
I've seen what over-policing does to communities. I'm a product of over-policing in communities.
Louis Mattei Jr. is formerly incarcerated, serving almost 20 years in Connecticut prisons. Now he's a smart justice leader for the ACLU, fighting for what advocates call driving equity.
Being pulled over and knowing you have nothing illegal in the car, nothing illegal going on, but yet feeling the stress and trauma of not knowing what is about to happen.
Mattei is pushing for a new bill which he says would lessen interactions between people of color and police when they're unnecessary. The measure would establish so-called secondary traffic violations and would prohibit officers from stopping someone just for those specific offenses.
Why worry about the person who has a vanity cover over their plate as opposed to the person who's cutting everyone off in traffic?
These secondary violations are less serious infractions like window tints, not having two working headlights, failure to renew registration or driver's licenses, or not carrying a driver's license while driving. Officers would still be able to enforce these violations during a traffic stop for a primary offense.
They don't have to feel so alienated or feeling as though they're criminals because they got an air freshener hanging from their mirror.
The ACLU calls these unnecessary stops and says pulling over drivers for these administrative or minor equipment issues creates a pathway to discriminatory policing. But those opposed to this legislation say it poses significant risks to public safety by taking away tools from police. In a statement, Republican State Representative Greg Howard says this bill is, quote, another attempt by legislative Democrats to limit traffic enforcement in our state, adding, quote, Democrats are using their go-to message that police in Connecticut are racist, and this bill will solve that.
We're not trying to take away tools from the police, but allow them to focus on things that better suit community needs by making their job more efficient.
Mattei and Democrat lawmakers say they're confident in this bill. It did pass out of the Judiciary Committee back in March and now awaits a vote on the House floor. But Representative Howard has introduced 16 different amendments. Those are all yet to be heard, and with just 2 weeks left in this short session. Sarah, Matt.